Rolling? Yes.
All right, marking. Wow, that was so official. Do you feel like a real cameraman now?
I feel like
No,
next
actually,
time
I
you
don't
do
like
that,
that.
next time you do that, show a little enthusiasm.
Yeah, can we get one more?
I mean, pretend like you want to be here.
Very nice.
Better.
That was a new record
Don't-
for how quickly things can get weird.
Okay, welcome back.
Of my life. Yeah, carry
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Hello, folks.
Do I need to redo the clapper now?
No, I'm over it.
I mean, just do that a couple more times.
All right, guys. This is the Ben Motorsports Podcast.
We're here with Brian. How do you say your last name?
Odor.
Brian Odor.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. Is
Yeah,
that
you guys
your...
might know
That's
him
probably my
as-
signature word, yeah.
Yeah, he's been saying that since I've known him.
You have a catchphrase?
I mean, Yahoo just
makes
I say
sense.
it all the time.
Makes
And
sense.
in the middle of the race
Hang
car,
Yahoo. I like it.
Say it one more time.
Yahoo.
That's better.
I mean, my nickname in the race car is Mr. Giggles.
Mr. Giggles.
Yeah, so we have it on the back of my dirt bike helmet now, and every time I come off the ground, I start giggling.
That's better than me. I come off the ground on my motorcycle and I cry.
Oh, this is in the car.
I'd still cry.
Yeah. Well,
I like that. Mr. Giggles.
Mr. Giggles.
Isn't that a cool thing? Because I'm kind of the same way, depending on whose car or where I'm at. But like anything off-road related, I find myself just like I can't take it serious. I'm having so much fun. Like,
Is it because your tummy gets tickly when you jump in the air, or is it because it's like a lot of people laugh when they're genuinely uncomfortable?
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't feel like you're
Those
are
uncomfortable.
funny.
There's so much excitement coming off the ground in an off-road car. Like,
Yeah, it's the best.
It's
Well,
one of
before
the
we
best
get into
things.
all of that, Brian, you guys may have seen him at races. You may know him as Baja Brian. He was part of the Baja Designs family, and that's where I originally met him. Alan brought over a Can-Am that Brian had obliterated.
I might be good at breaking race cars.
Yeah, and so we got to rebuild that for him. We did a frame swap.
Yeah.
It was an insurance job. We got insurance
Yeah.
to cover it.
Oh, it was epic.
Yeah.
Like, best $600 for that year
Yeah,
on
dude.
insurance spent.
Yeah.
Got a $10,000 frame swap.
Oh yeah,
Like-
frame swap to Can-Am. It was the coolest thing ever.
That's epic.
But we've been working with Baja Designs forever. Obviously, you guys know that we install their lights. We run their lights. It's kind of the light to run. But that's where our original meeting began. But now Brian is out racing and doing his own thing. You guys just got done doing a Glen Helen race. Kevin actually went up there and got to hang out and watch and help out with the team.
Got to see the chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was absolutely epic.
Yeah, you want to tell us a little bit about that race, or what class you race in? What
What
classes
series?
you race in? What do you race?
We've been racing Moore and Snore, all in a Class 9 car, so a Volkswagen-powered Beetle, basically, with a tube chassis. We won battle at Prim. Glen Helen didn't quite go my way, but the car is a blast to drive, and the class is super competitive. It's like a mini 16 car, but it's affordable. People can, I mean, the car's worth 15 grand, and you could run it cheaply. I mean, I feel like entry fee is your worst part of going racing, but all the guys are, work on their own cars. The parts aren't super expensive, and we get to go race epic places. And the
Yeah.
car takes a licking. Like, it really does.
Dude, it rips.
This is the
And it
car that you
jumps.
brought to our Tony Tuesdays, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the little single seater. The thing
All
is,
single seat.
single seater, open wheel. It's what you guys would think of as a classic, like Baja 1000 type of
Yeah.
old school dune buggy.
It probably is an old Class 1 car.
Yeah,
We're pretty sure it's an old Class 1 car that was converted to a 9 car. Because what else are you going to do with an old Class 1 chassis besides go race it again?
right. No, that's sick. And what races you got coming up?
Well, we have a couple. The next race in that car will be Laughlin Rage of the River. That's not till the end of the year, but that's to be a good battle. All the top hitters come out for that, and so I can't wait for that.
That'll be fun.
We have some tricks up our sleeve to make the car just as
Were
quick
you
as we
going to
can.
LS swap it?
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nobody will notice that.
No.
Cruise right through tech with that baby.
You've done a ton of races though.
We've done now 6 different score races.
You've done
I've raced
Baja, right?
Yeah, Score International. So we raced,
Yeah.
we've won San Felipe twice as a co-driver. I got to drive a single-seat 10 car for like 12 hours in the Baja 1000. We've got to do some epic stuff
You've
down
done
there.
Nora as well.
Yeah, we did Nora 1018. We were 3rd fastest UTV. Me, my mom, and my brother were the only drivers. So we were 3rd fastest UTV with my mom driving.
Wow,
So
that's
That's
awesome.
sick.
that was...
What a ripper.
Yeah.
That was, how can you wish for anything more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That was epic.
That's really cool.
Is there any plans are you super satisfied with running that class, or would you like to step up, or?
Yeah, what's the end goal?
Yeah, what's the end goal?
So this car is nice because I get to like develop my own race program around what I'm doing, have my own parts. It's like cheap, and we can go race. We only race a couple races a year in that car, but it's mine. I get my own sponsors. I get to like set up everything. So for me, it's a great stepping stone in developing my race program. Hopefully, we'll make that UTV a race car soon. We're racing the Baja 1000 this year in a Class 12 car, so I get advantage of getting to play with that car. We're going to do another road race in October, so I get to drive a 84 BMW E36, so we get to race some epic places with that. So right now I'm trying to be a Travis Pastrana and just go race everything that I can get my hands on.
I love that.
You're what we call a race car slut.
Exactly.
You will whore out and get into any damn car that drives by.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Just
I
give
would
me a
too.
steering wheel, a dirt bike. I don't care. Let's go racing, guys.
I'm
Let's
too
go.
old. I'm too old to race car slut anymore.
Oh yeah.
I used to do it.
I feel like you're fast in everything, though.
Well, we grew
Especially
up-
Glen
so-
Helen. Let's
so we
talk a
grew-
little bit more about Glen
Yeah,
Helen
let's
since
talk.
we touched
Kevin,
on
what's
that
your
first.
opinion of watching him race out there?
Um,
Other than hearing him giggle on the radio.
Dude, so him and the Secret Service agent over there behind camera have awesome dialogue over comms. But
Oh yeah.
I was running like everywhere I could to try to get to certain points to shoot him. Either
He means with a camera.
with the
my
camera,
God.
but
We don't know. Mr. Giggles. It just
yeah, I don't
happened.
know. Anyway, so I got to see him pass by a bunch of times, but there were a couple of complications as well.
Yep.
And
A couple dumb parts.
he still
on my
ripped
move.
through a couple of the laps with a flat tire, broken upper
Broken ball
arm.
joint,
Yeah,
yeah.
like just kept
He
going.
didn't want to go straight, but we didn't lift on the throttle.
No, and then the second race? Well, you
Yep.
qualified first,
We qualified first.
and then talk about what happened the next morning.
Wait, what happened next morning?
Oh, that was the second race.
The second race. Okay, yes.
It's been a long day. So the first race,
So we qualified first.
yes.
Our race. Freaking no! Which one did I mess? That was at the time I messed the.
That was the rear tire and the
Okay,
ball
you're right.
joint.
But the first race, did I get there late, or was that the second race?
That was the second race.
That was the second race.
That's what I was confused about too.
How did I get so far? What?
Your P1, it was the first race, they were running late.
Oh, so it was the
Oh,
first
it was
race
the
that I showed
first
up late.
race.
All right, so we made a real bonehead decision. I mean, it was smart and real dumb. I asked somebody to go up and ask the officials, like, is the races behind? And
'Cause there were
we
two
got
flipped
wrong
cars.
information that the races were not on schedule. And so I showed up late, and my line is just leaving. I'm like freaking out, like, you all said you were behind, and they're like, no, we didn't. Fuck. All right. So,
Did you fire that person who went over to go get that intel?
yeah, but they were like volunteers. I don't pay them anything. So, it's real hard to fire your friends that, help
No, it's
you.
not. No, it's not.
He fires me every day.
Every
But
day. Keeps
I
coming
probably
back.
told him I fired him, but he's right back again,
Yeah.
huh? That's the problem. So we started like dead last, and I started just working my way through the field. And I pushed so hard that I got a rear flat. And then I didn't have my pit set up very right. So I ran 2 laps with a flat tire because, why not?
Yeah.
So we salvaged a 4th out of that race, but it should have been just whooping everybody's butt.
It should have been a first, but I mean, sometimes starting at the back is kind of fun because you get to work through the crowd, right?
Yeah, when
So-
you break a front ball joint, you have a flat tire, and the front wants to pull this way and the rear wants to go that way. Yeah, it was a little
He
interesting.
couldn't turn left and was still passing people.
Oh,
Yeah.
We were,
Because he was driving with his steering with his right foot.
exactly.
How many
yeah.
people were in that class?
9, I believe.
9.
I'm going to look
Nice.
over to her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was 9 in the class. So we ended up 4th with a broken ball joint and 2 laps with a flat tire. So
Wow.
it was
It's respectable.
very exciting.
It was
very
rad.
exciting.
So now you've learned from that. The next race, you'll have your pit set up a little different. You won't rely on that last guy for intel.
Yeah,
You'll
we're
send
gonna,
the Secret Service over to do it
Yeah.
instead.
Well, you repaired all that. The tire was obviously fixed, and then at night you wound up replacing the arm and welding.
Yeah,
the
we
right
welded
side
the trans.
mount.
We welded the trans mount, fixed the arm, went and bought a new tire, and then had to race at 8 o'clock at night.
You didn't have any spares?
Not of a rear. Not well. I did, but I would have to run 2 of them that were a different tire size, and I wanted to go way too fast, so I wanted the short wheels. So we showed up for the night race. We had put on a show at the night race. The night race was epic.
That was when the Pro Eagle Pit Crew Challenge was
Yeah.
going on.
So we did that. We started second to last, which was the way they did it. The faster cars started at the back, and so we just battled all the way up to the last lap
Yeah.
with the other Class 9 car. So that was epic. That was my favorite race for sure of the weekend. The rest of them were definitely epic, but I fucked it up a little bit. So
And then the next day, you were racing at 8. Started at 8.
yeah, and then after our night race our night race was at 8:40. We came back. The car got stuck in second gear.
Yeah.
So we came back and we welded on the car all night, a couple hours, and
But it
got
went
it
into the morning.
got it sort of working. Left for the line, the car shifted once, and then I just put it in first gear. So we started the line, the car would not shift, and I was like, all right, we're gonna find out. So I left, shifted from first to second, and that was the only time I got to shift. So I ran the rest of the race in second gear. We were leading until the trans mount failed that I had welded the night before.
Ah.
But
Noted.
We still
Epic-
tried to get it
epic
into
fun.
gear though.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh.
I ran across the whole course to go find him, and then I jump in top of the cage, and I'm jumping on
I'm
the
like jump
trans.
on the transmission. Like it will shift. Like the front of
Yeah.
the nose needs to go down. Like
Yeah.
we'll get it.
It
He's
codes at, like,
jumping on it.
50-degree angle, and I'm
It
just
didn't
jumping as hard as I can, and you just see him just trying to rip that thing into gear.
It didn't work. So
Yeah, no,
we
it
got
didn't
to root our rest of our friends on.
What kind of welder did you use to weld the trans mount?
That was probably the problem. It wasn't the best welder, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and we were tired. And
We
so,
need to get you a Carnage welder.
Yeah.
I
That's a-
mean,
that's a
next time
fact.
my Miller 215 is going to go with me, I had to use somebody else's welder,
Yeah.
so that didn't work
Yeah.
out. So
The stuff they fixed also broke the next day.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Drive shaft right through the floor. Their whole rear
Good.
end was jacked up.
Good old Class 11 stuff.
Yeah, that was sick. It was awesome.
Speaking of that Pro Eagle Pit Crew Challenge, we actually got asked to do that at this upcoming King of the Hammers, which is going to be
Oh yeah, you got to
super
do
fun.
it.
Sick.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so the trick is to put short studs on there because they make you do it with a star. So
Ah.
if you have super long studs, you're over there just like for like an hour.
He
So
knows all the
short
tricks.
Studs.
Dude, Brian's got all the intel.
Shoo, yeah.
They
Yeah.
check the tightness when you come back too.
Yes, you
That's-
have to-
That's where
Really?
people drop
Yeah,
out.
if you don't get them tight, it's worth getting them tight. Like don't care if because you have 2 guys, don't care if that other car leaves. Like if they're not tight, they'll come back around. They'll just be like, yeah, you lost.
Wow.
And so getting them tight is the key.
No,
Short
be
studs,
missing everything.
Yeah.
They're on it.
And
Yeah.
doesn't you bring your own car for it, so it's whatever?
yes, you bring your own car. They give you a jack and the star maybe, or if yours
I think
is
they
weird,
do.
you might bring your
Yeah.
own star.
I didn't see him swap stars at all. But it was, dude, the energy
It's
down
so-
in the stadium
yeah.
was epic. Everyone was cheering. Everyone's rushing. It was a
Really?
really
Yeah.
good time.
Not
yeah.
a lot of Americans there, or they were all Russian? What?
Pretty much. I mean, do you see our drinks?
Oh. Vodka.
Okay, so anyway,
Hannah doesn't like my dad jokes. God
But,
dang it. Where are my kids at? They laugh.
I'm
Whatever.
laughing on the
I
inside.
think they left you.
I think they left me too. Took my dog and everything. It was like a bad country song.
All right, so we're doing
But-
Pit Crew Challenge
Yeah.
at KOH.
Hammers. So that's going to be a super good time. You're an avid goer of hammers, correct?
Yeah, I've
You-
been the last, I think, 5 years in a row.
So have you ever participated, or are you just hanging out?
Well, I've had people race mostly in the desert stuff. So, like a couple years ago, we raced a Class 10 car. I was just pitting, but they got second in Class 10, mostly a Class 10 car. But
Okay,
Uh,
very cool.
some UTV stuff, but mostly the off-road side. But
Nice.
I'm always there, and why not? It's the best event.
Yeah, I feel like we're all
Absolutely.
already just counting down the days for hammers. It's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be.
It's going to come quick.
We have a
Yeah,
secret,
we've
we have a
got a-
secret
Real.
build trying to come out for that too. So.
Really, you too?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
the-
whoa, whoa!
You too? A secret build?
Yeah. I mean, we're hoping to get it running this weekend. So.
And then you're going to race it at Hammers?
No, it's just a stunt ploy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
Just,
Got it.
just something cool.
Okay.
Just
Well,
something cool. Is it one of those
you
coolers
heard it here
that's
first,
on a
first
moped?
everybody.
Have you seen those?
No, but I might want to do that too.
Do you know that those are like 10 grand?
Yeah, the two-stroke freaking Vespas. Oh yeah.
No, you know, even the electronic ones, the
Oh.
coolers that are on the like
Oh,
scooter
those
bodies.
things?
Dude, I talked to somebody at Hammers last year about one of those things, and it happened to be the owner of the company, which
Oh yeah, those things
Are-
are decked.
no, I take that back. It was the owner of Sea Devil. You know those lighting systems, the ones that
No.
with the heat,
I'm
the
with
like
Law Designs,
balloon
I
like
don't- I
inflates.
don't know any
well,
other
it's not.
lighting
It's not.
That's what-
No, but it's nothing like Baja. It's like for like
Yeah,
camping.
the big the
Yeah.
pit ones. I
We
call
ran
them.
into the owner of that company, and he looked like he was like 21 years old, which is super weird because it's this big company. And he had one of those scooter things because they sell them at Hammers, the
Oh, yeah.
cooler and the electronic
They
scooter
got
that you can
full
sit
like
on.
A-arms and freaking.
Yeah,
They're sick.
So he
they're
had,
really
like-
sick.
totally decked his out, and he was like, "Yeah, mine was like I don't know how much, but then I put like 10 grand of parts into it to get it where it's at now."
I
I'm
feel
like,
that's
dude,
like
for
the
a
Ciron
cooler,
craze right now. It's like
Yeah.
those things are freaking 10 grand. You go buy a new dirt bike.
I know. Yeah, same with the Surons though. Have you seen those?
Yeah, that's
dude.
what I'm saying.
They start at like 5.
$4,500. I
crap
want one.
one.
I know everything about them. I want like, yeah.
Is that was what
Ciron
Rig
or a-
Fe- was that Rigfest?
What?
The Surons? Is that what was that Rigfest? And
No.
Nick
the-
broke his arm.
It's like a mountain bike.
there was one. I
electric
think there was
dirt
one
bike.
Ciron at Rigfest, but the other two were that other brand.
Alaria?
The white ones, right?
They were like white. And they were like way more expensive. Like they start at like 10
a full,
grand.
Like a full dirt bike. I forget, but there's like
I don't know.
V's.
Oh, no,
Stars,
sorry, I
yeah.
thought that's what you guys were talking about because
No.
those were mad
No.
expensive.
Oh yeah.
No, they're
I
all-
mean
they're all
anything with
crazy
these all
expensive.
electric setups with
They're cool
trick
though,
batteries
dude.
or freaking.
They're
Cool.
super trick.
Yeah.
Cool to
They're-
look at.
and
I
they're
want to eat for
quick,
the next 5
dude.
years as I pay it off.
Yeah, dude, I got to ride Darren's at the Hoonigan event, and I might totally be misquoting him right now, but I swear to God, he said that it tops out at like 80 miles an hour. Some stupid.
I believe it.
It's got like knobbies on it.
Are you
He-
kidding me?
Yeah, he handed it to me and told me to go take it for a rip, and it was in level 3, which is 3 of 5. And I just gave it a little quick, like, see where
Put some
we're
plastic
at.
tires on the back
and
and, just
I-
drifted everywhere.
Dude, I immediately was like, back down to 1, not on somebody else's vehicle. No way, dude. Like,
Now I want to ride one.
they're
Yeah.
quick. Those things are crazy. And that's like taking over, too. I mean, like, you see those
Oh,
electronic bikes everywhere
So it's so easy to make a
Yeah.
drivetrain with it, right? It's just
Yeah.
electric motor and a battery. Like you can take a regular bicycle and just fix it to it, and you're done. So it is.
Yeah, those electric bikes are wild. I mean, you see all the electric cars, how quick they are, Tesla, and there's that new electric car that it's race only. I don't even know what it's, some weird name, but they took it to Goodwood Festival in England, and it has the fastest recorded run on Goodwood Hill
Yeah.
ever, and it's an all electric car.
Oh, is that the one that they sucked to the ground?
Yes.
They sucked it to the
It
ground.
has
That
giant
thing was a
fans
rocket
under
ship.
it,
Yep.
and they turn it on. It goes.
Yep.
It just
You
sucks to the
literally
ground.
watch it go.
And then they hammer it, and as fast as that
Yeah.
guy wanted to go.
I want
Yeah.
to see this.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
that-
crazy.
that
It's
was-
tiny too.
Yeah, it's not very long.
It's a super tiny car.
Yeah, like you look at it
Interesting.
and you're like, oh, this is gonna be like Formula One length, like super
It's like
long.
a
and, like,
McNantry something or other.
Yeah, it's
McKnight,
freaking-
McKinley, McKnightly,
it's fast. That's what I know.
McDouble.
It is.
It's a no, that's
Dude, every day this guy eats McDonald's every morning.
no, I don't. I had a bagel this morning.
Okay, so day one.
They won.
What day one? What Monday or Sunday?
Day
When do you
one
start
of
your
not
week?
eating McDonald's.
No, yesterday I didn't have Did I have McDonald's yesterday?
Just say yes.
I had McDonald's yesterday because I
probably
remember
did.
Micah got 3 pancakes.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. Have you guys seen the Rivian trucks? I was trying to remember what the name
Yeah.
was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
things
yeah.
are-
I saw these for the
Hundreds
first time at Hammers last year, and I didn't realize that they're like made to go camping, but they're
Yeah.
like an
They have like
electric
kitchen
truck.
pullouts and
I
shit.
didn't-
Yeah,
I
look
did-
at that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they have full-on pull-out kitchens.
They're
Well,
meant.
No way.
Yeah,
but I think
they're
that's
insane.
another company that's making those, right? I don't think Rivian's making that. Rivian just
They make the vehicle. And
They make
then
the vehicle, and I
somebody
think-
else does
No,
the-
dude, this totally
Do they
comes
make
with
that?
it. This whole thing is
Well,
integrated into
no. I know it
It's an
comes with the
option,
hole.
though. Yes.
It comes with the hole that you can put like golf clubs in or whatever. But then there's companies that make the accessories that go into that hole.
Oh, I don't know,
Yeah.
but either way,
I mean,
it's
Rivian
weird.
might have their own line of products that go in that hole. I don't know. I don't know a lot about Rivian's hole.
I mean, it's a pretty trick one, if I have to say.
I mean,
I wonder
that's
if it has
a
teeth.
large thing that came out of that
That's
hole.
a trick asshole for sure, dude.
All right. So speaking of holes,
I don't see teeth.
speaking of holes, you came to our last Wiener Wednesday.
Yeah, I was not the RTI ramp winner, but I was not the RTI ramp loser.
Hey man, be
No,
nice to our
that-
van.
That is
So at Wiener Wednesdays, and I don't know if we've talked about them or not. If we have, then great. If we haven't, then you're going to find out now. Wiener Wednesdays. So we do Tony Tuesdays, the second Tuesday of every month at Tony Pepperoni's in Vista, off of Sycamore, from 5 to whenever it peters out, 9 or 10. And then on random Wednesdays, we do what's called Wiener Wednesdays here at the shop.
some pop-ups.
Yeah, we call them a pop-up event, so you never know when it's going to happen.
We kept it a little bit elusive until we were going to see how it went.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and the idea is that you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you want to. That's where we're going to announce when the next Wiener Wednesday is. If we might mention it on the podcast, so you listen to our podcasts. And essentially, you basically come to the shop and you hang out, and I have a hot dog machine, so there's free hot dogs and waters and chips, and we bring the RTI ramp out, and you get to flex your vehicle, whatever it is, doesn't matter. What vehicle did you flex on the ramp?
1956 Chevy 210.
So you can
We had
put,
a minivan.
we had a
Minivan?
minivan, we had work trucks that were from people who didn't, like own the truck, but it was from their company.
Yeah, they
Flexing
didn't have
on the
time to
ramp.
go
Don't
get
get
their
my
rig.
trouble.
Construction
Come on.
companies and
Yeah.
all sorts of cool stuff, Jeeps and everything else. But if you get the farthest up the ramp, or I shouldn't say that, if you get the best score on the ramp, so the ramp, we have a score that we'll give you.
Okay, so I might need that explained.
Yeah, how does the score work?
Okay,
Like what?
so the score is
'Cause you were doing
based on your
way too much
wheelbase.
math.
So you have your RTI ramp, which we use a 20-degree ramp. So anybody out there who's got a super high flex vehicle, like an Ultra 4 or a Moon Buggy or something, those guys are going to use 40-degree ramps, I think. They might use 45-degree ramps. So
Alright.
for general Jeeps, everyday use Jeeps, we use a 20-degree ramp. And we measure your wheelbase, and say your wheelbase is 100 inches. And you travel up the ramp 100 inches.
And should we mention quickly that it's just your front passenger or front
Front
driver?
driver.
Your front driver tire.
Your front
only,
driver
to
tire,
see how
yeah.
much it
Your rear
flexes.
tire, you can either stop when your rear tire hits the ramp, or if you angle your vehicle slightly, you can get the rear tire to go inside of the ramp and pass
Yeah.
it a little bit. So essentially, if you have a 100-inch wheelbase and you go 100 inches up the ramp, you've done the full wheelbase of your car and you've scored a 1,000, right?
Really?
So a 1,000, like baseball, your 1,000 is a perfect score. So if you get a 1,000, that's a perfect score. If you have to do the math. So it's wheelbase
Mine was like 33.
divided by 1,000 times 1 or whatever the math is to give you your score. So you'll score on an average, like a stock Jeep's going to score a 500 or so, 400 or 500. And then the more advanced the Jeeps get, the more you're going to
So
score.
what was the highest number?
We had like 1125 or something. So
ZJ.
and it was a ZJ. It was a Grand Cherokee.
So he
was sick.
exceeded the
Yeah, I was
length of
gonna
his
say.
wheelbase.
So he exceeded it. He let his rear tire go past the ramp as he kept going up. So you go
I
until
watched it. It was
you go
impressive.
until the right front tire or the left rear tire comes off the ground and spins. Right now, that's your maximum articulation.
Yep.
And so if you win that, then you win. You're the biggest wiener, and you get your name on our big trophy in the shop. It's over here in the lobby, and you also get to take home a little trophy. So you were the biggest wiener. It's super fun. And,
He was really stoked on getting that winner trophy.
dude. Him and his son built that. His name is Timmy, and him and his
They were
son
good.
built
They're
that
epic.
built that ZJ, and they came and crushed it. So
He
well
brought
done.
he brought that trophy with him to our most recent Tony Tuesdays
Yep.
just a few days ago, and I asked him a question that I kind of like. I fooled him a little bit, and so he was trying to get me back, and so he had convinced me that he had mounted his biggest wiener trophy to the hood of his car, like
Wait,
a
he
hood
hasn't?
ornament.
We talked about this. He was
He
supposed to
needs
do
to.
this.
Oh, well, he had it set there, and he totally talked me
Oh.
into that. Like, yeah, it's mounted there. It's been there. And I was like,
not
no
yet.
way.
When he does that next time, we're going to show up with some goop and just stick
yeah,
it
some
for him.
Velcro or something, right?
I hate my chair, just so you know.
This is a
Yours is
recurring.
way better than ours.
I know, but it goes down slowly, and
It's
then
because of his Mackers.
it's because I'm fat as fuck. So next Wiener Wednesday, do we know when it's going to be?
I don't think we have a date.
We don't have a
settled.
tentative. We have a tentative date, but just so you know, coming up for the next Wiener Wednesday, and it will be this month. And there's only 2 Wednesdays left in this month, so you can narrow it down. We're going to do the RTI ramp. We're going to have some games with the Pro Eagle Jack that we're going to do, and we're also doing a fundraiser at that one for.
No. No, we're not.
That's not at that one.
We're doing okay. So the next Wiener Wednesday will be
Good thing Hannah's here.
a regular Wiener Wednesday.
Regular wieners at the next
Just
one.
regular wieners. Okay, get it straight. Wait, I mean.
Okay, when's the fundraiser?
Slightly curved. And then the Wiener Wednesday after that one, which will be in September, is going to be a fundraiser for Nick and Curtis, who are racing the Samurai, and the Hammers Everyman Challenge. It's a whole thing. It's going to be that's going to be a
Nice.
blast, dude.
Hell yeah.
We've got
Okay.
so much stuff, like cool stuff to raffle. Like,
Hell yeah. That's
dude,
epic.
it's going to be a time. Like,
Okay, so for sure follow us, and we may post this on, and you should be following us on all these anyways. We could post it on Instagram, or we could post it on YouTube Shorts, or we could post it on TikTok. We'll probably post it on all three of those, won't we?
yeah.
And it automatically goes to Facebook anyway, all the Instagram
Yeah.
stuff.
Perfect.
Meta.
Yeah, that's going to be a good time.
So that one will be super fun. So you don't want to miss that one. So keep track of
So
the.
you're saying we have raffles that one? Like,
There's prizes.
kinds.
Like
stuff
good
to
ones
win.
too. Like we reached out to some of the bigger companies in the off-road industry and miraculously
up?
got some cool like high dollar stuff.
Like we might have a Warren winch to
and
give away.
raffle tickets are we're gonna have
Yeah.
a Pro Eagle Jack, the $600 one to raffle off. The raffle tickets are $2.
Yeah.
you guys never met me. I'm going to buy these tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna $2 tickets, and then you could win a Warren winch. You could win a $600 Pro Eagle Jack. I mean, there's some really cool shit that you can win. So it's gonna be worth going to that one. So pay attention to that. But if you want to go to the next one and see how it all works, maybe get your name on the trophy.
get a
That way,
free-
when
get a
everybody
free
shows up for the
wiener, you know?
fundraiser,
Yeah.
your name's on the trophy. Yeah, free hot dogs too. So
That was our first one, and I knew people were going to show up. We have a lot of good people around here, but the amount of people that showed up, and like I said, bringing their work trucks and families, going right from work, skipping all their errands and end of the day shit to come hang out here. For
dude, I went through like
hours.
40 hot dogs. People love wieners.
It was awesome. Wait, you ate 40 hot dogs?
I ate the good majority of them.
Yeah, it was a really fun time, and people just didn't want to leave. Just kept on going on the RTI ramp, kept going.
Yeah, which I'm super down with. You know, that's why we have that thing. It's, I mean, we built it for testing, Jeeps that we work on at the shop, but I love it when everybody just comes and uses it. It's rad.
Well, just makes it fun.
Yeah. So what else is in the future, Brian? I mean, if you're doing the Baja 1000,
So our next one, I'm going to go help out. We're going to Crandon.
oh, Crandon. Where's Crandon?
Wisconsin.
Oh, God.
It's the biggest short course race.
But when is
Like-
that one?
I don't know. You got to ask her.
Secret Service, when is Crandon race?
Tap tap tap. Speak in his ear.
Hang on, I'm getting the intel
it's,
right now, everybody.
Actually, I do know. It's the end of this month.
It's Labor Day.
That's because
Yeah.
she just
Oh,
said
Labor
it
Day
and you
weekend.
heard
Okay.
it.
She just said it.
So the weather will be good. When you go up into the Great White North, you got to be careful. Sometimes,
Dude, that makes me want to go.
You should just
Come
come.
with us.
Yeah.
How many
Like-
days?
With me and then we'll all drive home.
How many
She's
days?
she's flying. I'll be there, obviously, the whole race. She's going to fly out. We'll be there earlier for contingency, all that. She's going to fly out, and then I'm driving like 3 Class 11s home on a trailer.
How many volunteers do you have going up to help you?
I have no idea. We have a whole group there. So we have 2 cars. We have 2 Class 11s that we have a whole group for. And then we have a third that I'm sure is going to come in and we'll all help each other. I mean,
If
Class
anybody
11s
wants to
that-
go help,
yeah,
then
come out.
reach
Sick.
out.
Like, it's,
I'll give you $1 for everybody who volunteers who you don't already know.
yeah, maybe some cut water too,
I'll give you a
Shoo.
4-pack of cut water.
So this will be out next Friday, whatever date that is. So they'll have about a week, a little
Yeah.
more to
And
do all the
Crandon, I haven't
logistics.
been to Crandon, but Crandon is like the Super Bowl of short course racing.
Okay, ready? And I'm gonna cut the editing, right? That's really cool, Brian. What are you doing?
I expected
I
it
hate
to
it
start
here.
right back up.
I hate it here.
This is your building.
This is the worst.
Is it?
Yes,
quitting.
it
He never
literally
knows
is.
what's going
Brian,
on.
you and I are going to go live in Baja. Fuck this
Let's
place.
go. What? Only half the year.
Brian, so can I ask you about your incredible fleet of vehicles? I literally had to write this down because I was afraid that I'd forget that you. And this is just a few. This is just
Yeah,
a
there's-
few.
there's a couple.
You've got. I mean, you've had a lot. What?
That isn't all of them.
Yeah, I know, for real. You've had a whole fleet.
Wait, do we have a competition going for most amount of pink slips right now?
Yeah, let's go.
Do you have a limo?
You got a limo?
No, but
Do you have a
Which
58
talked
we're
Bel Air?
bringing to Urban
56.
Assault 3.
we have talked
Once-
about
whatever day it
limos.
is.
Limo.
I'm stoked.
If you guys have watched any of our YouTube videos or shorts, we talked all about limos once, and it was all because of Brian. Brian,
Best purchase of my life.
he bought one, and I'm like, I gotta have one of these fucking things. And now we're looking.
91 Lincoln Town Car.
Dude, we're gonna
Dude,
have
it's so
Limo.
sick.
we're gonna have limo car shows. It's
Dude.
just gonna be limos
Yeah.
that show up.
Like,
Okay,
Paul,
how many pink slips do you have?
how many pink slips?
I'm just.
I have 5 vehicles registered on the street right now.
Okay, so 5
That's
registered.
just for the asphalt.
Okay,
Though.
I was pointing out, like, over the course
Okay.
of his life, this guy has
Oh,
owned a
God.
whole lot of just interesting
Oh, okay,
vehicles.
yeah. Shoot, let's hear.
All right,
your
keep
favorite?
going. I hear what? How many we got?
Well, what I had written down, because this is only just a handful, right? You've got the 56 Bel Air, the limo, the Class 9 car.
Yep.
You've got a side-by-side, right?
Can-Am X3.
What's your daily?
An 01 Toyota Tacoma V6 4x4.
3-4?
Yeah. 5-speed manual. 4x4.
Wow.
Factory e-locker.
What?
That's my daily.
That's what I said.
Cool.
dude.
When you want to sell it, I
Nope.
know
my,
somebody.
my dad bought it off the showroom floor. He passed away 5 years ago. I'll never sell that thing.
Okay.
It's gonna get cut apart ish, and
No.
we're gonna make it something.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
making it
I
something.
cut apart my dad's car too.
Yeah, that one
Feels good.
like it was hard. Like now, I'm like, he wants a race car.
That's
Like,
right.
he wants a race car.
That's what he would have done.
He's
Yeah.
what he wants for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm jealous.
I've had a 99 4Runner. We've had now. We'll give it away a little bit. I have a 86 C10.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
See what?
Oh, it's a C30. Same thing. It's got stiffer suspension. Perfect. So, we've had a lot of cars. I have like 3 different Volkswagen cars at my house. I've had a 65 Volkswagen Beetle. We have a Dodge Ram.
The back of his property is rad, and
We got a couple of
we
shipping
have
containers there.
kind of
Yeah.
worked out something where I can try to get my 91 Talon TSI from Philly to
I
put
just
in his
wanna drive
Oh
backyard,
it.
my
one time,
God.
though.
and
I
then
just
my
wanna drive it.
C10 in his backyard for a little bit instead
Yeah,
of
if
nowhere
you
Kevin's
else.
got
You
cars
put a
stored all
C10
over
in
the
my
country.
backyard, it might become mine.
It might be mine.
Yeah,
How about ours? I'm fine with that. I can't see that far. I'm
it's
wearing
all-
glasses, but
he has the 72. He has my truck.
yeah, I have my
Yeah,
grandpa's
sorry.
truck, 72 C10.
Yeah, you want a 66, which we'll build, but I want a 72.
All right, it'll be ours.
Yeah, and then I have a 84.
Yeah. That
so
thing's
we'll
sick,
have
though.
all 3
But
gens.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the C30?
Well, since we're here, we're gonna.
Oh,
put
wait,
the-
never mind, it was a
We're gonna put
secret.
the race car in the back of it.
What?
That's
It's
sick.
got a
Yeah,
12-foot
dude.
flatbed, so it's a Chevy 350 with a 4-speed manual, and it has a
That was
12-foot
really
flatbed.
easy to pry that secret out.
And we're gonna put the race car on the back of it. It's
That's sick.
It's gonna be the hot rod.
So is it like
race
a-
car hauler?
Dude.
Is it like a
gonna be
flatbed,
epic.
like from a ranch flatbed, or are you making it into like a rollback
No, Chevy.
flatbed?
No, Chevy like made this flatbed. Like they sell. There's multiple ones I
Like
found
steak
online.
bed?
No, yeah, it's just flat. Yeah, all flat. But it's gonna hold the race car. We'll put ramps and a winch on it, and be like,
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
go to car shows with the race car.
Wow.
I like that
love
idea.
that, dude. I just love when people do something unique.
I
Like,
saw it, and it was like my brain just started turning, and I was like, we could put the race car on the back of this. Like, look at it every day on freaking Craigslist, and then find you're like, all right, I'm spending all my money. Fuck it.
I watched some video of a guy who had like an old Ryder truck, box truck,
Okay.
and it had a lift gate on it. And he had a Jeep, and he would put his front two tires on the lift gate,
I mean,
and he would lift it up the front, and he would
Whatever it
drive
takes to
forward
go
a little
off-roading,
bit.
right?
Yeah, he would drive forward a little bit, just enough to get the front tires in the box, and then he would lower the gate back down, and he would drive the back axle on, and then
Oh,
lift it up, and he would drive in.
That's sick.
Like,
Genius.
that is genius.
Genius.
I need this. So
Yeah.
forever I was looking for a box van. Luckily I never found one, but I was seriously obsessed with that for like 6 months. Like, I'm going to find this box van. It's got to be perfect.
oh yeah.
I'll be cruising down the road just like
One
a
day,
regular
though.
old Ryder van. Nope, there's an LJ
One
stuck
day
in
you're
there.
gonna come
That's so
across
rad.
it, and you're just gonna be like, well, I've been thinking about this for like 27 years.
Yeah,
We're buying it right now.
Buying it. Buying
That's
it
gonna
right
be
now.
dope.
Yeah.
That's going to be rad. We're thinking about doing King of the Hammers.
So we're trying to take that to Hammers with the race
Yeah.
car on the back of it, so we can have it display.
Yeah, no, that's sick.
can
I like
we-
that idea.
Can we put, like a. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Can we go with your idea about putting a roof tent or
On the
rooftop
limo?
tent?
Yeah.
on the
Two of
limo?
them. Two of them, you said.
I
Not
said
one,
two, but now I think we're back to the idea of having,
We could take it to Hammers, all sleep in it,
yeah, rooftop tent up towards the front.
Like
and
dance
then-
floor
and
on
then
the back.
you know how they've got like Ultra 4, Ultra 3 for 3-wheeler races now? We'll convince them to make an Ultra limo race.
It's like Ultra One. They got a 1 tire fryer.
I don't know.
What did I want to put on the back?
Ultra whale.
That's probably the best name for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
You
wouldn't
wanted to
mind
put
having
a
two
sea
rooftop
squirt.
tents on there.
A sea squirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to
What?
put one rooftop tent. Have you ever seen a sea squirt?
Why do I hear?
What the
I
fuck
remember
is
you
a sea
saying that
squirt?
word before, but I don't think it was in this.
It's like a
type
little
of
tiny boat.
manner.
It was in our last
Oh,
YouTube
it's a little
video.
tiny boat
Was
that
it?
seats like 4 people, and it's like a jet ski on steroids, right? And
I mean, I have a blow up boat.
dude, and they're like
Those are
pink
sick.
and yellow.
I literally have a 12-foot blow
They're from like the early '90s. They're like pink and yellow or pink and purple.
Okay, now we need one.
Right? And then you put a little winch and you put like the 2x4s up with the carpet on it and little
And you
rollers.
just back the whole limo into the water. Right?
Yeah, we're
You
talking-
won't even get close to it in the
Yeah.
front.
We were talking about putting the rooftop tent and then have the sea squirt up on the top too. And then you could have a couple of, dirt
I mean,
bikes on the back.
I'll-
But then you just lower the whole limo into the water and launch that thing.
Now we're having fun. See,
Yeah.
like what can you not do with limo?
I don't know
If
yet.
people subscribe to our YouTube page, then these ideas can become a reality.
Yeah, the more you
Just
subscribe,
saying.
You guys, come on.
Just saying.
the
I need-
more we can monetize
We
and
need
we'll actually
parts
do
for
this
cars.
crap.
We seem far fetched, but it's just because we're so fucking creative.
Yeah, it's
We have
not. We're not talking about it just to have fun. We're talking about it because we want to do it. We just need to find the money and the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
These
we have all the
conversations
talent and the
happen all
tools.
day.
We just don't have the money because we're always buying dumb things.
We'll get there.
I mean, that's a limo.
But with
Right.
dumb things, you were talking about potentials or possibilities for KOH this year. Are you going to
Yeah, I was
elaborate on
just
that?
gonna say, are
Yeah,
we?
what is happening
So
with
Hannah,
KOH?
so Hannah doesn't want to talk about it because she doesn't want me to make it serious. I mean, she wants it to be serious, but she's my voice of reason at work, right?
No, you just assumed all of that. I just
she's
don't
like,
know.
she's like, David, seriously, pump the brakes.
I just don't know what you want me to say. This is not my thing. This is your.
Oh,
thing.
you can say whatever you want.
Oh,
This
okay.
is America.
This is America, darling.
Yeah. See, and if we do it, great, right? We did it. If we don't do it, hey, well, we didn't generate enough money to do it.
Yeah. So.
So we just basically walk around the shop
Okay.
and we look at everything we have laying around the shop and we say, do we have enough shit here that we can make a race car out of?
Yes, we do.
And so we're,
yeah.
we're pretty
I like
close.
it, yeah.
So we have a 94 Ford Explorer
It
sitting
is
out
that
front.
one.
Well,
I saw it.
That's
I
a
got
candidate.
excited. I got excited.
That's a
I
candidate.
got excited. Sorry.
Okay.
Why? Why Ford Explorer? Do you have like a secret thing for like?
No, it's brand new. I mean, it's not brand new.
It's brand new on the inside.
It's full together, and then it's not going to be full together after this.
Yeah.
That's just
we-
epic.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going
The
to go
stoke
from
is real.
Well, so
we drove it down the highway to we drove it through Chocolate Thunder, right?
so here's the dilemma, right?
I love it.
Here's the dilemma. We're a Jeep shop. That's what we build is Jeeps. So do we show up to KOH with a Ford Explorer?
Okay,
You
hold
show
on.
up, you're a good.
I think I said that to you yesterday.
We gotta back up just a second
Okay,
here.
what's our other option though?
We
Let's-
gotta back up just a second
I'll
here
give you the other options.
before we start teasing people with that whole story, okay? Because we haven't talked about this to anybody yet, okay?
We're talking about it with everybody right now.
I know,
Yes.
but to clarify, this was like out of nowhere. Me and you were talking, and
I was probably drunk.
no, maybe just a little
What
buzz.
does that make a difference? It
That's
still
when
was
I
a
make
good
my-
idea.
That's when I make my
And-
best decisions.
We're going
Dave-
racing hammers, dude.
Dave and I were talking. I don't even remember what brought it up, but I said to him, "Yeah, it's like a goal to race hammers."
Oh no, she said it was like a bucket list thing for her.
Yeah, and
Well,
then
yeah.
and so the
So
gear
once that
started.
lights a fire in me, oh my God, Hannah's just told me
Yeah.
one of her hugest wishes and dreams of life. It's a bucket list item.
Yeah,
But he never
so the
listened to
gears
that
start
to anything
turning.
we've
I don't
ever
care.
said.
And then
Quiet.
Kevin walks up to the table and hears what's going on and sits down and goes, "Well, yeah,
Yeah,
duh,
we're
let's
doing
do
this."
it." And so it just has been a snowball from there that it
I
was
think that
like
is
kind of just something I said as a joke in passing, and now we've got full blown like spreadsheets and options and
Yeah.
motors
I,
on the
I already
way.
asked when I'm supposed to come work
But
on
how
it.
long have we been going to Hammers? You guys been building other race trucks for Hammers, and all of us pitting and doing logistics for Hammers.
Yeah,
You
For
need-
other people.
You need a
For all for
shop
other
race
people.
truck.
we do.
For
So-
so many years.
We need a flagship bent Hammers car.
So let me,
Well, I'm-
Brian, I'm going to give you the question.
All right.
Would you rather see us race a '94 Ford Explorer with whoop scissors,
Okay.
or
Flip scissors.
Whoops, scissors. That was an interesting way of
or
putting it. I
no-
like that.
That's
Scissors.
not mine. Somebody else
They're scissors.
who coined that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who coined it. One of Hannah's friends.
The beam gods.
Yeah.
And then the
I-
beam
I
gods.
beamed. We got
Pass
you.
that one
Or
down for
A
generations.
1973 CJ6.
Can I see a picture of it?
The CJ6? I'll show it to you in the shop.
I'd
She'll bring
say,
one up.
Is it the
So
one
you know
on
what
the
a CJ5
rafters
looks
or
like,
the
right?
one under the lift?
Stretched CJ5 is all the CJ6 is.
All right. Why wouldn't we race that?
Well, I mean, that's a Jeep, right? The cool thing about that is that Jeep that year came with a 304 because it was owned by AMC at the time. So you get a 304 V8 in it.
That sounds real easy to make run.
Yeah, 200 horsepower versus the 94
a
Explorer.
comparable photo to show him.
There you go, CJ6.
But like built.
It's
But
like
you
a
have
stretch. It's
one?
a stretch. I
You
got
have
3 of
one
them.
of these?
I got 3 of them.
Talk
It's a
about
stretched
Okay, so
Talk
my
about
so my
current
question
state.
my question is, the scissor suspension is really cheap to do dumb stuff with it. So what's
it's
the,
not just cheap, it's awesome. Okay.
So this is the big dilemma,
all right?
right? We think
we'll let you have that one.
we think the Explorer is going to be super cool, and it's nice because it's bone stock right now,
Yeah, that's the epic part.
right? And then
You-
we're going to cage
you
it and
change
do
it
everything, and
to
then go
a race
beat the
car.
hell out of it, right?
Well, I think to be honest, you need to do the junker car first, and then once we get our feet wet, then you build
Then build the
real,
CJ.
build
you
a real car.
we,
I disagree with that.
didn't say that we're rich,
Uh-oh.
Brian.
Yeah, let's build 2 race cars.
Yeah, duh.
I'm not saying it's
A practice
happening
race
like
car and then the
anytime
next race car.
soon,
Oh,
but
no,
that
no, no.
one
That's
you
what
could
we want.
possibly afford.
So that's why I tried to preface this conversation because that's where the oh shit
All right,
moment comes
you
in.
two
We're
tell me
trying,
which one do you all want to build? Just don't listen to him.
We're trying to do this for this coming Hammers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the puzzle piece that maybe we left out. Like
Yeah, we need to get started.
We've got like 5
Like
months.
a month ago.
Yeah.
And not only get started right
Okay,
away,
all right,
but
this
find
is
other
gonna come
people
down
out
to,
there who
like,
want to help us and give us
This is going to
parts.
come down
Yeah.
to math, right? What parts do we have already? Like
I have
what,
a car.
or the other one?
So the other one,
Like, do we have parts to make this? Either one of them? Like, what's the
No.
easiest one to get parts for? Because that's going to make
after
a
a
difference.
little bit of research, probably the Exploder. We need to put a transmission in it. That's how we got it so cheap. It's got a grenaded
I forgot
transmission.
about that.
So we need a transmission. We need to build an interior cage. We need to put
easy.
race seats, race harnesses, interior fuel cell. right? And
It
just
all
make
stays
it.
indoors.
And then we
you
need to
get
cut
hurt.
and turn the front, right? And put on, what's the kit you guys were looking at? I can't
Like a
remember the name
Solo?
of the kit.
Solo or
The Desolate kit, or what do you?
oh, Desolate. Yeah, they
For the front end?
they both do good
Desolate
kits.
probably is what they're looking.
Because what's in the back of that, an 8.8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just going to
Oh,
leave
yeah.
the 8.8, put some Devers on the back, whatever,
Yep.
right? And then that's it. Rock and roll.
Oh, it sounds like you need a front end and a bunch of tubing.
Have we considered building my F-150?
Yeah, but no, we did consider it. We
I've
talked
got-
about it.
I've
but
got
you've done-
Devers
But
already.
you've done too much
Whoa.
shit to it,
You need
right? It's not.
I've
It's
got-
not class legal for.
I can't remember what it
What
was
makes
that
it
I've
class
done to
legal
it
now?
that's not class legal. No, I haven't done anything to it that would make it.
Really? And we haven't
I-
sat down and
Are you allowed
considered
to
this?
have coil buckets?
I have a weird
For some
question. Is that thing
god-awful
four-wheel
reason?
drive out from?
Yeah.
You just can't change the suspension.
No, you can. You just can't change the mounting
The mounting
points.
points, that's what it is.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I've
Right.
got
Yeah.
coil buckets, so
Right, which that didn't have, right?
no.
So
Then-
it sounds.
yeah.
So it sounds like we can
Actually-
make that car work with just fab work.
A transmission, fab work.
Transmission. I mean, that's a
A
jump.
lot of
car.
bolt-in parts that we would need help with.
Oh, well, maybe we'll run the
What?
exploder.
No,
What-
dude.
what? Oh, you're saying
What if you
no?
put
Can
it-
we put a pole out to people?
What?
Yeah.
What if you put a
bolt-on
Jeep
parts do
front
you
end
need?
on it?
Huh?
Like a Jeep grill and headlights and shit like that.
Nah,
so it
then
looks
let's
like a
just
that
Jeep,
build a
but
Jeep.
it's not.
Then let's
Okay.
just build a Jeep.
That is.
Well, okay, I
Sacrilegious.
still tell him the condition of the CJs back there.
Okay, but
Well,
what kind of
they're
parts do
mostly
we
not
need?
rust.
Mostly not rust.
Okay.
You have a start.
Can I give my
Yeah.
my
Give us your honest
sell-
opinion.
my selling point? Here's the thing, right? Ben, like you said, has been so involved with hammers with multiple race teams, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we know this shit with our eyes closed nowadays, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're so involved. We love it. Like, we're not even getting to race, and we're all still so excited to go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
With hammers.
Yeah. So, I think that if we're going to do it, we ought to do it right the first time and make the push and give Ben a cool flagship vehicle that isn't just for hammers, it's for all kinds of stuff. It's
That would be your
Agreed.
your point of not doing the Explorer, because you could use it for everything else, right? Like it's something that
Well, it's a
you put-
CJ6 too, right? Like, it's unique.
So it sounds like we just made the decision. That Explorer is for your sons. Or hey, Paris nights. We're gonna go to Paris. We're gonna demolition derby that thing.
Ooh, Hannah, do you want a 94 Explorer?
I do.
No,
I was
I'm-
actually just going to say I'll
Oh,
totally buy
damn
it.
it.
You know what my front
You can
yard
have it.
needs is
me
another
get that rear
I-beamed
end.
vehicle that
Here's
doesn't
the deal, Hannah.
move.
You need to have it out of here by this weekend. Okay,
Yeah, sold. For how much?
you can just have it. Just
Okay,
get it out of here.
Got it. Oh, God, it's like my kryptonite. I'll take it.
But
like
where's
it.
it going though?
I like it. We haven't gone that far, okay?
All right, so now anybody out there who has any leads on a 304 AMC engine, a
I thought it had a
T18,
304 in it.
huh?
We have to
Originally.
rebuild the motor? Like, let's
No, it
go.
doesn't have a motor at all.
Okay, for the
You didn't
seventh,
say that. You said it had a 304.
For the seventh
It
time,
would
It
have
came
when it was
with
brand
one.
new.
current
It came-
state are all of them in?
A what?
What current state are all of them in?
Ready to restore.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
There's a
Ready
couple
to
on
restore
the
to ready
third
to race.
shelf up there.
Ready to race. I got them in rafters, dude. I got
Yeah,
so many.
there's
of them.
2 in rafters, and there's one underneath the lift.
The one under
That's
the lift
empty.
is mine. That's gonna be my.
I thought that's one of the.
The one that's under the
Candidates.
lift is gonna get a JK chassis
That's
and
right.
1
That's
tons.
right. Okay.
And I've already got a 6-liter
All
LS for it.
All right. Can you explain me the build plan of this car, though? Like,
Yeah.
what do we run for the chassis?
So
Are we using
we're
the stock
doing,
chassis?
We're doing 4600 class, which means we have to use the stock chassis,
Copy.
stock body, stock
Copy.
engine block, stock transmission case.
All right. So we need a 305.
So we need a 304 AMC. I need a T18. I've already got a 4-speed Atlas that I can put on the back of it. And I've already got JK, Jeep JK, Dana
Right.
44 front and rear axles with chromalies and lockers in them.
And you have, like, wheels and tires?
No, I need wheels and tires.
Ooh.
Here's
We're
something
working on it.
with my lack of knowledge. My 70.
And hey, I'm limited to
my
35-inch
My
tires.
C10
Well, that's
has
good, though.
a 305 in it. It's a 72. Was that?
305 is wrong. I need a 304.
Oh, I thought someone said
I
305.
did. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, you
This
can
is
have my
AMC.
motor.
I'm
Got you.
American Motor Corporation.
If
Heavy
you
guy.
are listening to this and you're like, I might know someone or know
Come on.
someone that could help, just FYI, there's going to be a ton of media coverage with this. We're going to be doing an entire series. Like, this is going to be a thing. Like,
Build
a
to
whole,
race.
like,
Let's go
YouTube
racing.
series. Like, this is, believe me, by the time Hammers comes around, if we actually go through with this, this is going to be a thing that you will have heard about. So if you want
Oh,
to be
yeah.
involved, it's a good return on investment. I can tell you that much with the sponsors that we've already kind of gotten coming
Yeah,
our way.
with,
So
with what you already have in the bag, yeah.
yeah,
And it
Yeah.
sounds
Just
hectic
being
now,
you.
and it's going to be just as hectic until the moment Hammers is over to get it built.
Isn't
All
that-
the publicity,
isn't
like
that
you
a
were
Hammers
saying,
build?
building it, like. But it's
Yeah, right.
but that's what we, like I said, that's what we freaking do. That's what we
Yeah.
love.
And Hammers is what, 2 weeks earlier this year?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why,
So
why are you
it's
making
like-
us scared now? Let's go.
I'm just saying.
I
Get to
know.
building.
All right, we should end this podcast.
I was
and
just
go
gonna say
start working
podcast
on it.
over.
I'm just kidding.
See you guys
All right.
later.
Get on Craigslist.
All right, we are going to wrap up here soon, though. But, Brian, anything else you want to add? Any
Oh,
shout
just-
outs to anybody?
Vision Canopies, Hillbilly Flannel, Bent Motorsports. You guys are
No.
all kicking ass here, and we appreciate it. I just love off-roading and being around people that love the same. And
We love you too.
Wait, hang on. Secret Service is giving you a signal. It was it was just a middle finger. Never mind.
perfect.
Yeah.
Can I ask about a Vision Canopy? Because I've seen their stuff here and there, but I'm not
Yeah.
super familiar with it. What is that?
So Vision Canopy is one of my good friends who started a canopy company, and they do custom canopies. So you can, have all your logos put into it, and they have a design team that like all you do is call in, and they set you up with sick canopies. They're reasonably priced, and he's an off-road guy, and so he helps
Oh, nice.
every bit of off-roading. So he sponsors short course, just lots of. I mean, he sponsors me.
Dude, it was sturdy up at Glen Helen. Like it was
they
very
are-
nice canopy.
They are epic canopies,
And they also do those other big rounded ones, like you see, like
yeah,
at
they
the
have an
Red
air
Bull
vault
tents.
out
Yeah.
now. That's, I mean, it's beautiful,
That's
right?
rad.
And they have screened in areas. The same with that. So he does like the teardrop signs, table covers, and canopies, and he races his own off-road car, and he sponsors all the off-road teams. And he's just an off-road ambassador.
That's
so
rad.
the great company. I'm also backed by Hillbilly Flannel Co. They have some rad T-shirts out, all kinds of stuff, rad gear, and they came out and sponsored Top Qualifier for Class 9, and that's how we got in junction with them. And so they came out and sponsored a worthy class, and we're there for all of it. So a couple companies that are out for off-road, glory or just love it. So two
Rad.
companies that are epic, along with Bent Motorsports.
Thank you.
Well, thank
how,
you.
How can people get a hold of you if they want to come help you out at the races and volunteer? Do you got Instagrams or what do you have?
I have more than one Instagram. We have Caged Racing. That's off-road ambassador, just trying to get all the good people off-road their stories out. And then also Brian O133 is my personal one that has all my daily content and race cars and all the fun stuff.
So hit them up, volunteer, try to help them out. Go to Crandon,
Let's go racing.
and if you want to sponsor him, hit him up. If you want to sponsor us, hit us up. We all want to race. We all want to push the good thing. And since we're talking about the off-road community, San Diego Off-Road Coalition, go to their website, get a hold of Audrey, do whatever you got to do. Give them a couple of bucks. They're fighting for our rights to keep our off-road areas. They work a lot with, was it Friends of
And
Ocean?
winning, by the way.
And winning, by the way.
Friends of Oceana Dunes.
Yeah, Friends of Oceana Dunes, who just got a big deal for
He's
Pismo.
coming back.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
going to stay.
Oh, yeah.
And this is because of all these companies, Corva. I'm sure there's a million more out there, but all those entities are out there doing this for us. So don't hesitate to go give them a couple of bucks. All right, well, hopefully we'll see you guys all at Hammers.
Should we think Cutwater?
Yeah, Cutwater, again, thank you very
Delicious.
much. And Off the Grid, we love you guys.
And
Yeah.
my buddy Kip, if you noticed this
Oh.
red 3D printed lamp, Kip, I told you I'd give you a shout out.
that thing
He's,
is sick.
He's
Yeah.
one of the guys that works on helicopters.
Hang
with
on,
me.
look at the back. Oh, they probably can't see it close enough.
Yeah, probably not close enough, but it has the Bent Motorsports off-road on the front, and then one of our Moab pictures
Yeah, on
of
the
you and
back.
Jake, and like the mountains in the back is sick.
Yeah,
So
thanks for
thank
that.
you, Kip.
I'm
think
gonna
it's
give
sick.
a little throw out to Trail Therapy right here. Freaking
Trail Therapy,
doing
Fish
his
Sticks Media.
business and helping all the right people. That's epic.
Thank
Very
you.
epic.
Yeah, look up Trail Therapy for Kevin. And also, Fish Sticks Media, do you have an Instagram for you yet?
Nope, it's just me sweating, getting dirty. That's
So
it.
Kevin does media, so if you guys want to use him, hit him up. Okay, go to our website. Also, we've got, I think, 2,000 items on our website. And yeah, if you can't find what you
Nice.
want, hit us up because we can get it for you. We just haven't had time to put it on the website. Okay, Brian, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Secret Service, we love you. All right.
Till next time, guys. Epic.